Greetings, Commanders. How are we all? Welcome to our Monday live stream. So I am Stephen Benedetti, the community manager here at Elite Dangerous, and I am with...
I'm also a community manager for Elite Dangerous. I am Bruce Garida.
Yes. So I literally look so tired right now, and my head just as soon as we started there, I was just like, yeah, guys, how's it going? No, it's Monday. It's Monday morning.
It is Monday morning.
And so we're ready to rock and roll. I had a busy weekend. How was your weekend, Bruce?
My weekend was long and arduous still. Just finished unpacking my new flat. It's all set up now. I've got my desk set up at home and like my little battle station. Mm-hmm. So I'll be playing Elite from there as well now,
so
which is good.
You can now get your 10 hours in. That's what I like to say. So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. How you all doing? Ghost PBSF. We've got Morimoto Rezo. Say if I say your name wrong, I'm really sorry. 2006, Patty Zach, Philip Queek, Sam, Dunkel Aura, Pat Nevison, Galactic Overlord, Triad Doctor, Rolf Tomlinson, Edelweiss, Commander Luar, Commander Sundo, Commander Revco, and Striker 8, Malik VR, and Mr. FY. How you doing, Fly? Fine. How are you doing, guys? Thank you for joining us today. So obviously we have, this is our Monday live stream. These Monday live streams are all designed to just kind of sit together. We kind of go over some stuff that's going on in the community, talk about some news, answer some questions from you guys, show some images that you great commanders have put together. Just kind of get a chat and say hi to everybody and make sure everyone's doing. Is everybody doing okay? Please in the chat let us know, because there is, I'm sure you're aware of this, but right now there is a terrible, terrible virus going about.
There is a virus going around. I hope you guys are all staying safe, keeping your hands washed and hygienic.
We've been wiping
keeping a safe
down.
social distance when you're out and about places.
Just wiping you down. Wipe you down as well. So the guys don't know. Hello, say hello. That's going to don't turn that into a gift, please. Please, I've got too many. But that is what is really important just now, is please can everybody stay safe. Make sure you wash your hands. If you didn't before, you probably should have. If you hadn't before, please wash your hands, keep safe. Don't go anywhere that you don't have to, or big events. We all need to kind of stick together to make sure that that's okay just now. And it gives us more time to jump into our ships and fly about in the universe. Don't share your toasters with anybody in your cockpits or anything. Make sure that you're safe. But I do have to say that, as you may saw with the streaming schedule that came out, that over the month, obviously, if things develop further for our staff safety, we may have to be working from home. We'll still be available online. Might sometimes take us a wee bit longer to get to you for certain things, so that we can get in touch with different people via Teams. But we might be cancelling some of our live streams at the moment. We might be rearranging them, might be changing them up, so please just keep an eye out. We will be posting an announcement about this, but it's all about the safety of the staff, safety of all of you guys, and make sure that we still try to give content. Do not worry, I know a lot of people, you'll be asking, what about fleet carriers? What's going to happen if you're not there? We are working on ways that we can work from home. We will be updating you guys with all that information. Don't worry, we're still trying to make sure that we hit our benchmarks, and we make sure that we get these amazing updates and everything else to you. But it might take a wee bit of time. So we've got some questions in the chat. The most important thing is toilet paper. I have a question for you. How much toilet paper do you have?
I don't know if I can name the exact number of rolls, but enough, I think.
Enough?
I didn't
Sure?
I didn't like stockpile an outrageous amount or anything, but I bought a couple packs, small packs.
Small pack, just small packs. Have you got like 8 toilet rolls in your house to last you for 2 months?
Is that not enough?
That's not enough. Don't worry, I've got some.
I'm in trouble.
I have. You'll be phoning me and I'll be like, I've been saying I've got to put it on.
I think I've got about 10 rolls.
I'll start selling it to you. I have 24 plus.
Is that just for you?
Just for me, I've got 36 rolls of toilet paper. Now, I realise I'm not one of those people that went out and hoarded, by the way. I was driving back from Glasgow on Wednesday, and I'd been away for a week, so I just went for a shop and I picked up 9 rolls, and I saw the shelves quite empty, and I went, I'll just pick up 4 just in case. So 12 toilet rolls. But then on Thursday night, I needed to go get food and stuff, and I saw how bad it was. There was like no pasta or anything. I went, right, I might pick up 9 more rolls of toilet paper. And I went there, and there's a big pack of 24. And I went, well, it's not going to go out. It's not going to go to waste, is it? I want to keep it for a while, and if I don't need to buy toilet paper now. So just to be safe, I have 24 rolls. I might start selling it for a very fine price of £5 a roll.
Right. Meanwhile, I'll be like taking my double ply and just sort of splitting it.
It's the whole thing.
Now I've got 16 rolls.
I remember when you were younger and you ran out of toilet paper, and you just say, Mom, I've got no toilet paper, and you could just hear her ripping the kitchen roll.
Oh, I don't have it.
That was emergency. Was kitchen roll was emergency. But as soon as you heard somebody ripping it open, you're like, oh no, I don't want this to happen. What is going to happen? But Elite Dangerous Frontier Development has a lot of toilet paper because we've got a lot of bathrooms for people. So I think it might start, if Carnage does hit out, people might start like stealing it and running out the door and breaking in. Do not come to Elite Dangerous to try and steal our toilet paper. There's no toilet paper here. So let's have a wee look at some of the other questions we've got going on. Another great news from, as you know, I talk about a lot of different groups that we have here. One of the groups which are really relevant, in the community and do a lot for the community are the buckyball races. If you don't know that they are now being featured on ED Tutorials. If you don't know what ED Tutorials are, you should totally check it out. It's edtutorials.co.uk, lever.com. Let me just double check. I'm going to get it up. ED Tutorials. I'll send the link in the chat. And what this is it's a great base of knowledge from loads of different commanders. One of them is Commanders Exegius, who helps out with this stuff. They've got a list of a lot of different commanders and a lot of different groups together to try and help people learn, go through some tutorials on different stuff on how to do mining, ships, flying, basics, and then advanced stuff as well. It's really, really useful. It's a great knowledge base. So some of the questions here we have on fleet carriers. Again, we normally will never ever announce on one of these Monday live streams. These Monday live streams are just us going to talk to you. And as I said on Thursday, we don't have anything yet, but I promise you it's coming very, 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 very soon. Don't take the very veries as into an equation. I don't want to see any people sitting there with numbers and maths putting. But if he says very, it's 2 to the 3 to the 4. So that's nothing. We will announce them very soon, guys. We're really looking forward to it. We really, really appreciate your patience. Too late. Everyone's started already. The amount of varies he used. I'll just add an extra very in and confuse you all. But it is coming very soon. We're really looking forward to it. We honestly understand how patient everyone's being, and we really appreciate that. We're trying to make sure that these are the best version that they can be for you coming out, because it's something that we really care about, just like you guys, and we know you guys are going to care about them as well. So just soon, TH, or just soon. I'm just going to say soon, but we want them to be amazing for you. So please, very times 3 views. Well, you guys can make your own suggestions, but it's going to be soon. We're looking forward to it. Who's on quarantine? Will's actually in quarantine.
He is actually, yes.
So Will's not actually infected, but he does his roommate. His roommate is infected, so obviously he's have to self-isolate, so he's working from home. We still get phone calls from him, but the best thing is to see when he starts telling me things to do, I can kind of put my computer away. I've not seen that. He better not be watching. He better not be watching. I hope he's not watching at home. Striker 8 says, but Stephen, who's this fine gentleman beside me? This is Bruce. Have you not seen Bruce? We announced that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago.
I don't know about fine gentleman, but I'm the new community manager alongside Stephen for Elite Dangerous.
Yes.
Make sure to say hi on Discord or Twitter. I'm always sort of about, so any questions, I'm happy to take them.
Yeah, and so it's just like a better version of me. And my tweet that I put out, so you raised me up.
You did lift me up.
You did lift me up. And we're going to need to do do you remember Scrubs? And he does the eagle. We're going to need to practice that.
Okay. All
so
right,
you need to lift me up. I'll lose a bit of weight first.
Me lift you up. Okay.
Yeah. I'll lose a bit of weight first.
I expect to see that now. I'm going to have to hit the gym.
So Commander Revco says, can we buy and use carriers and parts because of the credits and all? Again, we have nothing to tell you about fleet carriers at the moment, but we will make sure that as soon as we can, we'll tell you everything about them. See, as soon as we announce fleet carriers, we'll make sure that you have a content reveal, as always we do with the announcements. We'll go through and we'll tell you what the content's coming out. We'll make sure that there's information on the forums. We'll make sure that we're there to answer your questions on all of our and don't worry if you're not on social media, if you don't like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We post on our forums. We post on Steam. We post on everything. We post on all of them to make sure that everybody has the ability to see that. We'll shout it out in the newsletters. We will let you know. I wanted to shout from the rooftops. HR said I wasn't allowed to. But I would totally do that if I could. So Dunkel says the youngest community manager at FDF2 against. Do you mean age-wise, or do you mean
the newest?
Like newest, yeah. or do you mean how long have they been a community manager for? So how old was Paige? She looked 19. Paige was actually about 24, I'm sure. 23,
You look at me, I have no idea.
24 page.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
page.
page.
But yes, if you don't know, so Bruce is now here, and Paige is now kind of going on. But as we've always said, we like the elite community team to be about 4 people. It's a big game, got a great community. You guys need a lot of information. So Bruce has joined Will and myself to come in, and really he's got some great experience behind him. And we're going to go through and play some of the game with him now. But he's really here, great knowledge base. And you did your first VR stream last Thursday.
I did, yes. I'm making sure I haven't still got the VR
Line, I remember you took that off. You were like,
I took it off and it was just imprinted on my forehead, but I think it's just about rubbed off. I can.
It's not there anymore. You're doing fine. You did fine. So yes, age-wise, Duncan, that's a very rude question. You can't ask somebody their age on live stream.
Well, I don't mind that personally, but am I the youngest? I
don't know. How old are you?
I'm 25.
I was going to say, let everybody guess.
I've already done it now. 25 years old. I don't know if that makes me the youngest.
Okay. What would everybody think my age is? So I know who the youngest is. On the whole community team, not an elite.
That implies it's not me.
You are. I think you're the youngest in the elite team.
Okay. Then I know who it is on the whole team. I'm pretty sure it's quite obvious. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody has to guess my age. So if you get it right, I'll subtract a very from my very, very, very soon. It says, Bruce, I like you already. You don't need too much. You don't need too much. But you did a great job. It was just, if you want to see any of our VR streams, obviously we were able to get a VR stream. I've seen people put my age in. So I've seen everybody's putting the. So the VR was like we do. I just totally lost it because of the numbers of came up of my age. So yes, we got a VR headset. I don't know if you saw quite a while ago. If you want to see it, it's in our YouTube chat. So our YouTube chat and our YouTube channel. And we did VR. We got an Oculus Rift S, and Bruce actually went in and he did it for his first ever VR experience, first ever time in an SRV. First ever sighting of a Thargoid. It showed up. It was
pretty
so
wild.
cool. I need to update the thumbband, but I'm going to be putting that on it.
I did nearly crash
so
into the
cool.
Thargoid.
You did, and you started panicking. You're like, what is it doing? It was so cool. Yeah. So I want to say that these I just want to say. So Stephen is 32. Stephen is 100 years old. Stephen is 32, 29, 38. 28, 32, 30. So we're all thinking about 30s. Age slider discussion. Commander Lure says I'm 48. Buck Rabbit says 45 and looking good. I wish I looked like this when I was 45. Minus 38. I don't know if that's possible. 54 is actually close to my dad's age. Your English is on point today. I'm sorry to disappoint my Scottish brethren. My English is on point. Stephen's only 18, but a lifetime of iron brew has taken its toll. That's the youthful drink of our nation. Thank you very much. So 43. Actually, the beard probably adds a few years to Stephen. Same from coming from Glasgow, so he's actually 12. It's a good point. I will put you all to your misery. I am actually 26 years old.
26.
I'm only 26. It's the so in where I used to stay, the life expectancy was 50. So I'm actually halfway through my life. That's why I look older. It's the beard, it's the stress, it's the strain of growing up in the hard Glasgow. We're not expected to live long. So the strain comes in. I know I look really old, don't I? I look so old. But let's not keep talking about my age. What we're going to do is we're going to show off some really cool some screenshots. Blink if you're a Time Lord. Me and the good D Tennant, we know that, David Tennant. So, course base is a good question. What's your favourite ship in ED? Have you got a favourite ship yet?
I was asked this last time. I have the ship I want to get, which is the Imperial Cutter. I set the bar high. But in terms of my favourite ship, I haven't flown many yet, but I guess it's the one I'm in at the moment, which would be the Adder.
See, you did the different thing for me. I went in and I just tried all of the different ships, and I kept doing it and going up. My favourite ship has to still be my Alliance Chieftain. I always wanted an Alliance Chieftain, and I finally got one. And that was like my favourite one. Commander Thatchino says used to drink vodka and iron brew at one point. Iron brew is a great mixer drink. I can't promote alcohol, but I would say that iron brew is fantastic in anything. You can even get iron brew ice cream. Repo says, you guys are Scottish. I'm Scottish, but you're not.
I'm not Scottish.
You're English.
Nottish.
You're Nottish. You're Nottish. You're English. A lot of people love the Cobra Mark III, and I had a Cobra Mark III for a while. That is a fantastic ship. Quarantine the Office says Commander Chetan 1987. Please, everybody, be safe. And it's just a really good excuse for you to go home and play more Elite Dangerous. Just do that and just stay at home. So we're going to look at talking about that. We do a thing called hashtag stellar screenshots, don't we?
We do that. Yes.
We do.
That is a thing. It's a thing
We do it. So what we do is we ask everybody to put hashtag stellar screenshot in on all of our social channels, and what we do is we try and pick some of them just to show them off. Not necessarily favourites, but ones that we really like. And you actually picked them this week, didn't you?
I did pick them, yes. I looked through literally every single one you guys sent individually and chose my favourite 4. So if you disagree with my choice, I apologise. I like them very much. You'll have a look.
Let's have a wee look at the first one. So this first one is done by Chaos by Design. So what made you pick this one?
So obviously this one's a little different to most of the stellar screenshots we get. Obviously the ship has actually landed at a station. But I don't know. I liked the perspective. I liked the ship sort of placed in the corner, overlooking the buildings in front of it. Very urban. Thank you. That's the word.
Very urban's a good.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a really nice picture.
It's really, really nice. And we've got a question from. I've just lost it. I just totally lost it. Everything's gone. We've got a message from Colin Sawyer. Stephen and Bruce, did you guys have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend. I think, did we mention it at the beginning? Yeah,
we did. You were busy. Yeah,
busy unpacking my flat. Hope you had a good weekend as well, Steve.
I did. It was actually really. I had a really nice weekend. I had a friend over. I've not seen her in a while, and we had a nice catch up. We went out and got some awesome tapas.
Nice.
Which was quite nice, and then just sat and really, really relaxed and just watched like some stupid movies. I watched Rush Hour 3, which I was just phenomenal. I forgot how funny that was.
Rush Hour was fantastic.
Oh my god, I just love every one of them. So, Commander Refco says, "What are you guys doing with the commander pictures we sent in?" Well, that's another part of the news. What are we doing with these commander pictures?
Well, it's a secret. It's a half secret. So we mentioned in the post that we're going to be producing a video soon. Quite a nice video. I can't say more than that, but I expect it to be maybe higher production than sort of your average video. I'll say no more. But for that, we are collecting your guys' Holomy pictures. So make sure to send them in if you haven't already. And you may end up featuring in them. Yeah,
so I've just popped the link to it in the chat where you can get all the information, send in a picture of your Holomy. It's really fun. We're using some great ones yet, but you could be in for the chance to be featured in an upcoming video, which we can't speak of yet because it's so cool. But it'll be really awesome to do that stuff. I also have a question from Paul Kozinski saying, "I really want to play Elite, but I'm worried about being late to the party. Will I be overwhelmed?" So Elite Dangerous is a massive galaxy, but you're never late to the party. You're always welcome to join. There's some great community groups out there on Discord that can help you out with that. There's this, I've already put it in the chat once, but hey, let's put it in for twice. With this ED Tutorials, it helps you out. It's got a lot of different groups. It's a big universe. We've got the new starter experience, which will help you out to get into this amazing thing. People playing for 4 or 5 years, and they're always happy to help out or blow you up. Either way, we can see. So let's go check it out. So honestly, please join in. It's a fantastic game. It's phenomenal. Please come and join us.
As someone who's only sort of recently gotten into it, I can say it's definitely worth getting into still. Lots of fun to play, especially at the beginning when you're working all the stuff out.
Yeah.
It's sort of well known that it's got quite a steep learning curve. I think some people refer to it as a learning wall.
Yeah.
But if you can sort of get over that and look up guides, watch tutorials on YouTube, and just read the wiki as much as you can, you'll get into it, and it's well worth it.
Yeah, exactly. So Stephen, today a Frontier paint job giveaway for the Great Phantom. I really like to win this one. We never know. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Might. See how I feel, but we'll continue on just now. What we're going to do is jump to the next image, and this one is by Commander Exorcist.
Yes, it is.
Now, I have said this previously in the past. I love pictures of SRB, and like when they're in the lights and they're kind of praying. They do this thing, it's like praying to the sun. Okay. And it reminds me of like Wally. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel really good and warm inside.
Nice. Yeah, I just thought this one was really cool, obviously with the SRV in the foreground and in the background. I think it looks like the planet is eclipsed. And yeah, just looking really nice with the rings and the angle.
Shading and stuff. I really like how the rings, because of the obviously how bright the ring is, that it's actually darkened off in that wee section.
It is.
It looks like it's kind of broken apart, and I quite like that. Or it's like it's really nice. It's a really good shot. we love these shots. And if you like your shots, hashtag stellar screenshots. But also there's some great photography stuff. We've got obviously the Sagittarius Eye. They have like these great photography. They've got great magazines that go through the news and updates and different things as well, and stories in the Elite Dangerous universe. We've also got the SPVFA, which are a great group who come together with all these different pictures. Please take them. I was going to say take them out. Please take them out. We want all that. No, please check them out. Next, we've got this one, and this was by Hex and Act.
It was, yes. So I had to do a little bit of searching to find out exactly what we're looking at here. Apparently this is called a void heart, something I didn't know about before, but you can go see these things. I think they cluster up. There's a couple more in the background there, as you can see. And you'll find them in sort of, like I say, clusters, and they produce, I can't remember what they're called now. Void something else's.
Void, I like that name better. I think we should tell the dev team to put that in it. Void something else's. I like that. Let's vote for it.
But I just really like the way they look, and with the sort of planet in the background, nice shot there.
That's cool. And it's really interesting is there's actually a lot of different things. We've got like brain trees, and you've got all the kind of Guardian modules, and loads of different stuff that we actually went out and checked out the attacked settlements on the Thursday live stream when we were in the VR. It was really cool because obviously we were able to find the kind of audio logs that were left behind. A really cool story, but it's also really eerie, and we ran into a Thargoid. That was so much fun. And then we'll finally look at this last image. I really like this one. This is a fighter. This is a fighter flying through an asteroid field, and it looks like it's trying to escape. It's like, you know, at the end of a movie. This was done by JP_ED76, and it looks like it's like escaping, you know, at the end of the movie when they're trying to rush out. I really like that one. That's
does
a cool
look good.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. But what we're going to do is, I think there's one more piece of news. I think that you're
another piece of news. Yes, there was something I wanted to share. I think we are going to post about this officially later in the week, possibly tomorrow. But some of you may have seen online that the Fuel Rats have completed their 70,000th rescue, which is a huge achievement. So kudos to those guys. Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah.
I had the chance to talk to the commander who posted his ship on Reddit. He was one of the guys who was able to assist with the mission, and he shared with us his experience of the mission itself and how it is to be one of the Fuel Rats. So you can look forward to that tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, and if you don't know who the Fuel Rats are, they're a great group who basically spend a lot of their time rescuing commanders out in the black. If you run out of fuel, they come out and they give you fuel to help you get home. They're a fantastic community-led group that came together. We have such a good history with them. We've even done some streams with them where we did the Galactic Intern with them. You can check them out on our YouTube channel. They're a lot of fun. But we're in game, so let's go and have a look. So as you may know, like most of the Monday live streams, we do a wee bit of news, talk about what's going on with the community. We're here to answer questions, so please, guys, if you have any questions or if you have any news you want to share, let us know so we can share them here. But normally we just then jump on our own personal accounts and we just do what we are doing. Now, we've heard a lot of discussion about the fact that some people not necessarily enjoy us just sitting playing our accounts. The main focus of these is to kind of talk to one another. But if we are looking to do some other cool fun things, maybe do some open stuff, we love to take any suggestions what you guys would like us to see. Some people said they wanted to see us doing some blueprint stuff. We can set up an account to do that and go through that all on a Monday and just do a couple blueprint stuff and some engineering and everything, and even try and see if we can get some open games and get some people to jump in with us. We're always happy to do that stuff. Hello, Commander Platter. How are you doing? Plater, not Platter. It's not Platter. It's Plater. I'll do it every time. I always panic. I said it right the first time, and he told me you said it right. I love it when you said it right. So now I go, it is. No, it's not.
Platter sounded far more delicious.
Well, it was like my friend, so she's French, and she was trying to teach me some French at one point, and it was un petit peu.
Un petit peu. Ouais.
But then I thought it was un petit pois. I don't know where pie came from. So now whenever I say it, it's the small peas. I always end up doing it wrong. I'm sorry, Plater. I'm so sorry. It's not Platter, it's Plater. Pat Nevison asked, did you buy limpets? Did you buy some?
I did stock up on limpets before heading out.
You have no shields either.
Shields?
You have no shields.
Who needs shields? What are shields for?
From pirates when after they come to steal your goods.
Nah. Just fly away, innit?
I'm like, just jump away, just fly away. Wow. Okay, so yeah, so again about these monthly live streams.
Why can't I jump? What have I done?
You should be able to jump there. Hard point.
Hard points, right?
Your hard points, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should start that straight away. But yeah, so the thing is, when it comes to pois P, I know, but I know the difference. But every time I go to say it confidently in French, which is not a lot in French people's company, I panic, and that's because I messed it up once. So it's the same with Planet Player. Just fly away. So says
that's
Raxley.
what I'm doing. I'm just going. Just gonna chill and
you're not flying away. Buck Rabbit says you're not flying away in an adder. You're not getting away fast at all.
Yes, I am.
He's doing something well. But yeah, so the big thing that we do on Mondays is we play our own personal accounts, and you have started to pick up mining. You really enjoyed it, mining.
I have, yes. So I've done a couple trips of low temperature diamonds. So that's what I'm going to try and pick up now. Mm-hmm. Sorry that I haven't done the jumping beforehand. You'll have to watch me do a few just to get to the spot I'd like to go to. Right. But yes, that is the plan. I've made my first few credits this way, and I'm hoping to make a few more before upgrading my ship.
Nice. And what's the next ship you think after this one?
I can't remember now. I'm following a guide based on sort of how to sort of upgrade and which ships are nice to jump to. I've already had a hauler. I'm at an adder now. So I think it's a ship in the range of about 20 million credits, if anyone can think what that might be.
Ship
recommended ship.
Let's recommend a ship. The next ship up that would be really good for mining, because that's something you will get to kind of keep on doing. So obviously you need space for your collector limpets. You've got mining lasers. Obviously there's different ways that you can do it. You can use different tools to mine with as well. It's not just collector limpets. You can use you can do deep core mining and stuff like that. And you've also got to have obviously storage facility for it as well. Somebody says the Cobra Mark IV, and then we've got the Keelback. Yeah. Who's from Canada?
It could be the Asp.
Not me. The Asp could be good. Stephen, Bruce, how's your day gone so far? How's your day going? How's your day going?
Day's been all right. Walked into work this morning. Just thought I'd stretch the legs this time and got in nice and early.
Nice.
8:45 and just
See, I've changed that because for me, I like getting into work for 9 o'clock, but then I've realised that it's actually quite. It's quite difficult from where I stay to get into Cambridge because of the traffic. So I've always tried to leave at like 8:15, 8 o'clock or 7:30, and I always end up stuck in traffic for about an hour and a half. So recently, I was taking a colleague into work, so we were leaving about 9 because we can come in about 10. So if I left at 9, I actually get in at like 9:30. So it takes like half an hour rather than an hour and a half to an hour.
Yeah, that's the thing. Especially with Cambridge, it really depends. There's the A14, which is the main road a lot of people use to get in. If you start early, you may actually end up arriving at the same time as someone who left later, just because the traffic thins.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the difficult thing. So
I should be scooping fuel, shouldn't I? Otherwise, I'm going to not have any.
Yeah, you should probably
That'd be
get
bad.
some fuel.
I might be the 70,000th and 1th rescue.
Yeah, fuel rats. Let's do it. That is 70,000th and first. That should be an award for that as well. So another thing is, and I know. I know a lot of you, we've spoke about it a few times, but the Operation Hot Mess, I believe, had some difficulty. And if you don't know what Operation Hot Mess is basically the Hutton Orbital Truckers have set up a challenge to try and spread mugs across the galaxy. This is to cure the terrible disease MODS. Which is Mug Ownership Deficiency Syndrome, and I remembered it this time. So we are trying to get all of the mugs across the galaxy to try and cure all the stations that we can. They believe that there was an issue with where in Hutton Orbital the state has changed, so they can't actually buy any mugs at this moment. Hashtag for the mug.
For the mug.
For the mug. So apparently. There was some issues. I think they might be resolved just now, but the station went into a state where it couldn't actually sell any mugs, and there was a bit of a problem. Thank you, Commander Thomason. We have total mugs delivered as 43,469 out of 55,317, which is...
Oh, I got way too close to that, son.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And it's got 78.58% of stations have mugs, and that's in the whole whole galaxy, which is phenomenal.
Wow, they're getting close.
It's just brilliant. My favourite though is I think one of my favourite part about this is obviously the community do a phenomenal job of doing all of these events and putting these events together, and we love highlighting it. So we were lucky enough that we did I believe it was a featured commander with the Hutton guys, and I was able to actually go and deliver the first mug in Seoul, which, as you know, is a representation of our home planet, of our home galaxy, Abraham Lincoln. And it actually says the accredited astronaut, which is the development account that we use, and it's right there up at the top, and it has the date stamp. So
amazing.
So it actually tells us it was on the 1st. So it was in January 2020 at 1956 was the first time that I got it. It was the 16th. So it was a lot of fun. So it's, I mean, you can go down this and a lot of it's green just now, and it's just wonderful to see that from then it's still going on. Everybody who's participated has done such a great job. It's probably one of my favourite. They got close to a star. You've tried to full scoop yet? Yep. I'm trying to get some.
Trying again. Just don't want to get too close this time.
Take it slower, a wee bit easier. It's always nice and easy. Don't rush the fuel scoop. I always do that. End up overheating. So BH21 says, why does Frontier lie to the websites like EDDB and Inara about the price for mining minerals? So we actually speak with a lot of the third-party tools. There's some great third-party tools that can be used alongside the game, and we're all constantly giving them information and keeping the discussion with them. But obviously, with the mining changes as well, with the rebalancing, so that we could have a better representation of the buying and selling of commodities and minerals. That it can actually fluctuate really quickly. So the idea is that if the system is in demand for an item, that if the first person comes over and brings some stuff for that demand for that commodity, then obviously the demand will lower, and because of the economy within that, it can fluctuate very quickly. Now this is obviously this is taking it up with the EDDB and Inara. They'll understand that, and it can kind of go on, but sometimes it can go quite quickly and change. So we do actually communicate with our third-party teams, and we love those guys. They're fantastic. They do amazing. Eileen Walsh says, FDF, can you tell us the price of fleet carriers? We can't at this moment of time, but as soon as we're about to announce anything, we will. We're really looking forward to doing so.
They ain't cheap.
They ain't cheap.
They ain't cheap.
The quote was a lot. Everyone's like, a lot? But how much is a lot? And we were like, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. So
that's probably enough fuel for now. I don't need to heat up any more than that. All right, I'm going to head to... So I feel like I totally interrupted you just then.
Oh no, Commander Flossie, she did. I did a lot of missions last week, but I'm sure they helped. Commander Flossie has done an absolutely phenomenal job with the hot mess. She was there in the live stream, and she was able to send me out lots of mugs because there was no landing pads. There was no large landing pads. So I was in a large ship so that I could get some across. So they were coming out and they're firing it, and they protected me and stuff like that. So it was amazing. Stephen, do you know the actual number of percentage of how much the galaxy is explored? So we actually announced that last year, I believe, just before we left. I think it was like 3.86% of the galaxy is actually...
3.86?
Or something like that, of the galaxy has only been explored. Well, I'm sure we actually posted it last year. Let me check. I'm going to go and actually look for that. If anyone has the number of hand, please let me know. But we did post it. We had a nice wee image that went out. So I'm going to have a wee look for that to make sure that we can get it, because it should be on our post. Commander Orange Phoenix, can you tell us the topic for the next featured commanders? So 0.046% according to our infograph, so that's 0.042%. So as we said, like everybody's seen, obviously this Thursday we were supposed to be doing a live stream, and then every Thursday and Monday and Thursday after that. We asked just now that if you could all give us some... if you could give us a little bit of patience, just now, because obviously with the current climate and the COVID-19 virus that's come across, we don't know what the government is going to do. We also need to look after our staff and the safety of everyone to make sure that they're all safe and that we can kind of minimise the effect. So we might be taking precautions like working from home or separate things or changing some stuff about. So we might not actually be able to do some live streams. We may be moving live streams. We're all discussing these kind of stuff. So we don't actually have the next featured commander ready to announce at the moment. Not saying that we don't have one, we're just not going to announce anything. We want to make sure that all of that's organised first. So the old one was 0.032, and that was 2018. That's the one that I was talking about when I said 0.3236. See how close I was? Flossie is a fuel rat. Flossie is a fantastic commander who goes to a lot of the events as well. She is a wonderful human being. And as a whole, and she does great things for the community and in Elite Dangerous. She's part of a lot of the big groups, so big shout out to Commander Flossie. Oh, yeah, it's a good question by Striker 8. Stephen, what happened with the pants situation on the 24-hour live stream? Were you able to see some of the 24-hour live stream?
I missed out on that one.
You missed it? Yeah, you weren't here for it. But basically we did a 24-hour live stream for charity. Still some clips on Twitch if you want to go over and check it out, and it was a lot of fun. We raised about £26,000 for a great charity called Special Effect, which helps physically disabled people play games and experience the same games with us.
They do amazing work. If you've seen some of the things they do to help people, like the tools and things that they sort of create, like often custom and bespoke things for people, it's incredible.
It's amazing to see that. I mean, everybody deserves to play video games. That's what we all love doing. So we raised some money for that. And the first segment that I was on solo, I had my lovely tartan trousers on, because if you haven't noticed already, I'm Scottish. So I had my lovely tartan trousers on, and I think it may everybody wanted to buy them and for me to chat them off. And I said that I would. I said that I would if somebody spent £100, I think it was, that I would give away my trousers, not on stream, obviously after stream, but nobody
just rip them off.
Yeah, just on there. Be there in my pants the whole time. But no, actually, they never actually got sold. Nobody put a bid on them, which I was quite happy with. I would have still done it, but I was quite happy with. Ronan Jin says, have they commented on community goals / Galnet already? Sorry, progression is what I am most interested in. Elite, we have actually posted about it on some threads with their discussion about it. So as we've stated previously, our current position is that we're using Galnet for any in-game activity and not for the side stories. We put a good explanation of why that was. We're working towards a fleet carrier update in the new era, and we have to obviously manage the workload for the team. So right now we don't have any plans on changing what's going on with the Galnet or with the community goals or instill initiatives, as they have been stopped at the moment. But that might change if we decide to come out with any community goals. We will update you guys and let you know. And as soon as any end-game stuff happens, we'll be providing information into the Galnet articles. We're not taking anything away, but at this time we don't have anything to put it on at the moment or to talk about, and as soon as we do, we'll let you know. Neotantrix says, any idea when the Super Cruise bug will get sorted so I can get back to robbing y'all? I really want to say y'all. So if you have any bugs, it's good to always highlight this as well. If you have experienced any bugs or any issues in Elite Dangerous or of any in our games, you can head over here to our issue tracker in the Frontier store, and this is what we use as a really good tool. So not only do our QA team go through and they find bugs and send them to get resolved by the dev team, if you have any bugs, you can actually head over to our issue tracker. You can log an issue. If there's a duplicate of an issue, you can actually vote on that issue to put it up into the top 20. And obviously, whenever we're trying to do an update or review stuff or fix things, we look through our issue tracker to see what you guys think needs to be addressed. So obviously, in January, we took the top 20 that had been there, and we tried to put in some issues we tried to put in some fixes for that. Some of the fixes worked really well. We had a big change with the FSS. Which things went down quite well with commanders, but then there's other things like certain issues that we thought the fix would have worked for and it still hasn't, and we still need more information. One really good example of that is the Thargoid heart. problem. We thought we'd found a resolved fix, and we didn't, and now we're still getting great. We've asked for more information and more help from the community, which they have been doing to look in and to get a fix for. PS4 bugs, some of the possible inputs will fly through. Actually, so there you go. So it might be just a PS4 bug, but sometimes prospect limpets fly through asteroids. Please jump over and fire it into the issue tracker. So here we go. For Sir Olin says, please reduce the number of confirmations required on Bug Tracker. Getting 10 votes is way more than other games, and it's almost impossible to get. That's great feedback. We'll pass that on to the dev team, so we're happy to do that stuff as well. Galactic Overlord said, is there going to be any Brucey bonuses today? Well, that's entirely up to Bruce.
I'm feeling a Brucey bonus.
Do you want a Brucey bonus?
I had asked about them before. I feel like maybe we can.
We can, yeah.
Okay.
So let's go for the Frontier paint job that was asked for before. Would be nice. Will be pleasant. We'll do that. Let's go for the Frontier Mark II paint job. I think it was the Mark II paint job they wanted.
Yes, yeah. I think it was.
So we'll do that, and what we'll do is we'll do hashtag Brucey bonus, because I think it's brilliant. So if you guys want to pop hashtag Brucey bonus into the chat, we'll pick a winner towards the end. Right. Yay! Hello everybody, hi Bar, hi Tokoso, hi guys, thanks for joining us today on our Monday live stream where we're just relaxing, chilling together, and Bruce is doing some awesome mining.
Well, trying to. I haven't found any diamonds yet, although I've only prospected 2 rocks. If my technique is bad, by the way, guys, I've only done this once before, so please let me know what I can do to improve my process.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
And the good thing is I did a lot of combat stuff, and the community were great with helping me out with some tricks, like my pips and stuff like that, and different stuff. So if you guys have any tips, advice, any help with Bruce, you can help you out with that. So somebody said hashtag what? Hashtag Brucey bonus if you want to be in for a chance to win a Frontier Mark II, Crate Mark II paint job. That'd be great.
Popcorn rocks with fissures in them.
Popcorn.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Does this one look like a popcorn to you?
See, it does look like a popcorn, but a lot of things look like popcorns to me. I like popcorn.
Understood. I'm going to go for this one.
My big problem is that I think the problem that we're having as well is what's the spelling of Brucey bonus? We never actually defined that. Is it IE or is it Y?
I don't know. I'm gonna make a stance. We'll say EY. EY.
And please remember, guys, just put 1 in the chat. We'll do EY. If you've already put IE in, you are allowed to put in another EY. But if not, please do not spam the chat with the same one. It makes it fair for everyone. Pat Nevison says, are you core mining?
Core mining? No, just surface mining. I haven't got the pulse scanner or anything just yet. Hopefully you're going to upgrade to all of that stuff soon.
Yeah, he's trying all the different ways to do it to see what's the best one.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm just trying to find any rock with some diamonds in it.
Neotrek says, I'll use it to murder everyone in Shin on stream, so free advertising. I mean, that's a good sell. That's not going to make you win, but it's a good sell. But yeah. So, yeah, try and have a wee look around.
I'm going to go for this one.
That one, that does look like a popcorn.
It does, doesn't it? It's nice and round compared to the other ones.
The really upsetting thing is I have like my old. I remember I bought this salted popcorn, like the bag stuff that you can get, and I was really excited for it, and I went back to it was my previous property I stayed in, and I went and I put it in the microwave, and it just didn't work. The microwave just wasn't good enough, and it like burnt it, and it was all rubbish, right? So I was like, darn it.
That's disappointing.
I was really disappointed. And then as soon as that happened, I was like, right, okay, and I got my new flat, and I've still not brought a microwave, so I've just got one lone pack of popcorn. I just don't have a microwave, I don't use one. Alien Moss says, FDF, can you fix the multi-crew bugs not being able to launch LSLF? Please make sure that that's on the issue tracker. If it is on the issue tracker, give it an upvote, and give everybody else, if they're having the same issue, please give it an upvote so the dev team can look at it, and they'll look into fixing it.
Right, I found some diamonds in that one, but only 2.9%. I figure that's way too low to actually be worth trying. Mm-hmm. Commander Placide, not sure how to pronounce your name. Sorry, I missed your message before, but whatever it was, your screenshots are awesome. I saw the ones that you put out this week. The Imperial Cutter one especially was incredible, so thank you for those.
Oh, Sir Alan says do popcorn in saucepan. Much cheaper. It's a good idea.
Yeah, you can make it in saucepan quite easily.
I could probably just do that.
Yeah.
This changed my life. You guys have no idea. I wanted this popcorn for a long, long time. Above 15%, mistaken 113 says is a good limit.
Okay, I will look for 15%.
Go ahead and proceed with the mining. We shall. Aileen, thank you very much. Proceed. Love it. So guys, yeah, thanks for joining us on our Monday live stream. We're going to pick the winner soon to have a wee look while Bruce does some mining. So if you have any hints or tips for him, please let us know in the chat. If you have any questions, if you want to shout about anything, because that's what's really important about this, is that every Monday we try and go through and make sure that we see all the different information and everything else that's going on in the community, and we want to just talk to you guys about it. We want to see how everything's going on. So yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. And again, so one of the big thing is the Elite Community Meeting 2020. Obviously, I think the plans are still to go as ahead, but some people have had to pull out and cancel, which is a shame. It's a great community meet, but please guys, can we all just stay safe and make sure that we look after each other so we can all sit on and play together. Striker 8 asks, Bruce, what other games do you play?
What other games do I play? I'm playing some Heroes of the Storm at the moment, the MOBA made by Blizzard. I've never been big into many Blizzard games, but their MOBA is actually really good. Having played a few already, like League and Smite, this one I'm really keen on. Other than that, not much at the minute. I've been too busy in the last week with the move and with a couple of other things. But hopefully going to get into Elite a lot more now that I'm sort of all settled in. In terms of RPGs, I usually have one of those on the go at any given time. I still need to finish Deus Ex, which I was playing shortly before the break.
Deus Ex, yeah. I've not played Deus Ex in a while. Is it Deus Ex or Deus Ex?
Deus Ex?
What's a Deus Ex?
Yeah.
I can't pronounce most things anyway. So Galactic Overlord says, with the COVID-19, will it affect the release schedule of new content? So like I said at the start, obviously COVID-19 is a massive thing that we need to take into consideration. We need to ensure the safety of our staff, make sure that we can also work in the right environments, and make sure that we can, if it does come to that, we can work from home. The team's all looking into that. We're looking into the next processes and what the best move forward is going to be. Obviously, we do not want to delete. We don't want to delete anything. We don't delete content as it goes. We don't want to delay anything. We want to make sure that everything goes ahead of schedule, but there might be some time changes just due to the fact of obviously trying to make sure everybody's safety. When we have any information to announce on that, we will announce that, and we'll put out an announcement to make sure that you guys are aware of what's going on. If there's any changes, we'll let you know. We hope not to, and we're trying to make plans to make sure everything goes ahead.
Chat, am I doing this right? I haven't found any, well, the only diamonds I found were 2.9%. I guess I'm just being unlucky at the minute. Or is there something I could be doing better?
Is it luck, or have we got some tips and tricks?
I just don't want to run out of limpets before I actually find any.
So another one says, what percentage of player base are you aiming to own a fleet carrier? Well, that's a good question. Obviously, when we release the fleet carrier information, you get the cost and all the other bits of information. You'll be able to guess that. But I mean, is there anybody that can afford to buy one and wants to look after one and experience one? We would like them to be able to get one. Commander Thomason says you don't have a pulse scanner. Pulse scanner might help.
Yes, those do look really good. Oh, I completely missed. I hope, is that going to hit anything?
Maybe like the one who's super far away.
Oh no, that limpet is just, he's a goner. Oh no, that's annoying. I think I've just shot that limpet into space.
So Oliver says, Frontier Developments, you don't want to delete any content. Then please look into the Galnet thing. We're not deleting any content from Galnet at all. We've just stopped doing these stories for the time being while we focus the team in other directions. The Galnet isn't going anywhere. The Galnet is still in game. It might be a bit quiet just now, but like we said, it's going to be focusing on when we bring in game content. It's going to bring focus to that. GI Legend says pulse scanners aren't much good for laser mining.
Okay.
Actually.
All right. Well, that might be why they were recommended, I think, for the next ship that is in the guide I'm using, rather than this one. I think this is going to be the last one I fire because I've only got one collector. Well, I've only got 2 limpets, right? So I might have to go pick up some more if this is no good. So
That's not a good one. Fingers crossed that we find one.
Fingers crossed. I hope I haven't just shot it into space again. Where is it?
So where are you?
Okay.
Whoa, wow. Did you just shoot that out of the stress? Yes, this is like it is. Boran A2. Icarus Firebound. Goodbye, 07 Limpet 207. You can get some synthesis for limpets, that's quite good as well. You can synthesize limpets while you're flying if you've got the materials.
Oh, okay.
So you can go and collect the materials and you
That's
can actually
a good tip. I think I'm going to have to go pick up some more then.
Yeah.
Sorry, this isn't much of a mining stream at the minute, but hopefully it will be before we're out of time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. We'll see.
Is there any stations in this?
There should be a station nearby.
I feel like you can try and either use your Discover scanner. If you don't have one, just jump to...
I think this place
It's
has...
close. Spark Rabbit says, Boran A2, my home from home. Is that where you used to do all of your mining and stuff? Pink Cookie says, mining equals cutter. Cutter's meant to be a good one. So, Galactic Overlord says, Bruce, go here, Boran A2, ring B. There is a triple LT diamond hotspot that overlap each other. High chance to hit 50% or more.
Okay, great. So I was on Boran A2, so I need to find that exact spot that you guys are referring to. So does that mean three hotspots altogether?
Yep, they're kind of in the one thing.
Okay, that's what I need to try and find when I come back.
Yeah.
All right.
Commander says, I always filled my hold with limpets. It's always good to have your limpets stored, have as many limpets as you can. That's obviously, the bigger the ship, the more and more bigger the ship you get, the more you can kind of fit in and make sure you've got enough.
Right.
Because the good thing is, if you're collecting stuff and you've got a hold full of limpets, if you collect something out, obviously that then gets replaced with the thing you collected. So you're not losing that much space. Soren Lynn says, I laser mine in a Python and deep core mine in a Crate Mark II. See, different chips you can use to help different things. It's really good.
Okay.
Neotrix, yeah, we did have hotspots. We did put them on.
So Peter's saying I was at the triple hotspot, but other people are saying I didn't enter exactly where I should have. So this is something I need to practice.
Yeah.
So what should I be aiming for, chat? I need the professional miners to
in the
help me
middle.
out here.
Right in the middle. I'd go right in the middle.
Okay.
But it's really interesting. That's one of the things that I find really fascinating about Elite Dangerous is that so I do combat, you do mining. Will's done a bit of combat, but he's also he's done mining as well, and he's done some engineering. He's done quite a lot from that. But see, once you actually start getting into like one of the things, like even exploring, like Paige really did a lot of exploring. Once you actually kind of go into either of these ones, you end up realising there's actually so much to it.
Yes,
like mining,
definitely.
you can have so many different ways to mine and preferences of mining, places to get mining, such a knowledge base to go find, to do all that stuff and to learn it all. And it's the same with like combat. Combat's not as easy because as soon as you start doing combat, you start realising it's not just the weapons that count. You need to worry about your power distribution, and then you've got to worry about your hull and your safety there. And then as that combat goes on, flight assist off, the best way that you can fly and get behind someone, all the tactics for that. And then on top of that, you then have Thargoid hunting, obviously, which is another big massive task in itself, which I always like to discuss because I've killed a Thargoid.
You have killed a Thargoid.
So I like to just bring it out. I love it. Ian knows this, that he's had 520 tons as the biggest haul that they ever done, which is awesome. I didn't solo a Cyclops, says Aileen Walsh. I have never soloed one. I was with the fantastic Anti-Xeno initiative. We were on a Galactic Intern and they showed me the ropes on how to combat. So it was awesome.
Oh, okay. So it seems the mining experts have given me a solid piece of advice, which is I don't need to aim for the nav points of the hotspots, but rather where they overlap. So I'll try and do that next time I re-enter.
That sounds quite good.
See if I yield a few more diamonds.
And that's a good thing, is the more you experience with this, the more you kind of learn about it. It's really interesting, and you can use that when you're practicing. When we all get quarantined and have to stay in our houses for 2 to 3 months and start fighting over toilet paper. It's my favourite thing that's happened. So
well, I'm going to be coming to you for toilet paper.
Yeah,
apparently I don't have enough.
I know you don't. So XMugginX said, ED is very engrossing and I've scratched about 0.0000001% of the surface. I hope that was the right amount of zeros. I wish I had VR. We have a VR headset downstairs that we've been starting to use for a new series, and it is awesome.
VR is quite something. Having experienced it for the first time last week, this game in VR is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and Punchback says, I love Bruce. He's listening to the community instead of the guy sitting next to him. I'm Stephen. I'm the community manager, one of the community managers here in Elite Dangerous. And I am listening. I'm just reading out the chat while he does the work, and he's gonna start doing it great. Elon Moss says, can you do atmospheric landings? You actually landed for there was like your third or fourth time in VR, which was awesome.
I did do that, yes. That was fun.
So, Odd 1989 says, well, F1 manager have Corona event. Oh, no. I mean, we don't even know what's happening with that at the moment. This is Elite stream. Why toilet paper are important? I have no idea why toilet paper is so important right now. My fear of it is just that I don't want to be stuck if the shops are closed for 2 months and I don't have any toilet paper. So again, we have actually stated that we will not be bringing PSVR support. We said that we have no plans on doing it at the moment in time for VR, PSVR.
Okay, I'm looking for landing pad Uno. Should be around here somewhere.
So Zephron says, hey, good morning. Has there been any chat about fleet carriers? Q2 is starting. Yeah, we did actually announce in our plans that we would be announcing fleet carriers in the second quarter of the year. As it says, we're starting to get into the second quarter, so you should be expecting the announcement soon. We're really looking forward to bringing the announcement. We're not doing it at the moment. Oh, this is a pirate place.
That's spooky.
It's spooky. Kind of reminds me of the, have you seen Serenity?
I haven't.
I haven't. Oh man, it's such a good movie. Firefly is the movie, Serenity is the TV program. Is that right?
I know about Firefly. I never got around to watching it. I probably should.
So good. The Reavers there, that kind of reminds me of the symbol. But yeah, we have, what was I saying there? Yes, we have nothing. We also have no announcement on anything to do with next gen consoles at this moment in time. So yeah, you landed on a planet. That was pretty awesome. You've done that.
I did, yes. That was, well, after a very close encounter with the Thargoids, I managed to land. I'm surprised I didn't crash, honestly.
Yeah, you did well. I mean, they came over to you and you ran away, but that's what I would have done. Totally would have ran away.
Oh, landing yet.
I know, but grab it. Not seen Firefly. Don't worry, I'll educate him. He can't be perfect. He has to have some flaws, and this is one of it.
No, my angle's no good. I'll fix that.
You'll be fine. You've got this. We'll land you, and that'll be us.
All right.
Okay, good job. But that's actually all we have time for game-wise. So you've got some good hints and tips. So you've got some good tips on what to do, how to get some more mining. You can try those stuff out.
I have learned where I should be aiming for now, so thank you very much for that, guys.
Yeah, we can go and we can have a look and see how you've done in the next couple of weeks. Thank you for everybody who came for the Monday live stream. I just want to reiterate one more time that with obviously the COVID-19 stuff happening at the moment, we will be announcing the steps that we will be taking. Don't worry, we'll make sure that you guys totally understand everything that's going on. We're going to keep you up to date with what we're doing, when, why. We still plan on releasing the next updates on time, but if that does change, we'll let you know, and we're really looking forward to speak to you all about that stuff. And again, everyone's asked me about tickets and different stuff. If you're having any issues, please head over to the issue tracker and contact us there. And we will be picking the winner. Can we just...
So we're searching for hashtag Brucey bonus, which you guys sent in to us. This was for the Crate Mark II skin.
This was the Crate Mark II Frontier Developments one, and we will pick...
That is Ronin Jin.
Ronin Jin on Twitch. If you message us in at community@frontier.co.uk, then we will be able to get you with a fantastic Frontier Mark II, Crate Mark II paint jobs. So thank you all for joining in on Monday. Please stay safe. Stay safe. Stay dangerous. Stay elite. I like that. That's quite cool. But yeah, please guys, have a great time. Thank you for joining us on Monday. As it stands just now, we're currently probably going to go ahead with the Thursday live stream on Thursday, but if that changes, obviously we'll let you know an update. If anything does change, we'll let you know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again
Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye-bye.